I realized my favorite thing about dancing had always been the storytelling aspect, had always been connecting with my audience. I say that I want to touch the edges of the human heart is what I want to do most.
Whenever someone talks about the Edge School, there's always a sense of pride because when I was younger, even now, wherever you go, you represent where you've come. You never forget your roots, essentially.
The Edge was paramount in helping me get to the next level and getting to my secondary education, and set me up for being able to achieve my dreams, and to be up for this award is such an honor.
I think that's kind of a common thread between this year's 3 recipients, that they're just genuinely nice people and care about the school and cared about their friends and the teachers and their families, and just a really, really nice group of people.
I think it's absolutely necessary that we build students with not only passion, but passion to live a well-balanced life. And I really believe that the model of Edge, built upon character, athletics, and academics, is one of the most giving perspectives that a student could have as they're growing up in high school.
Yeah, that you don't have to be the 95% student, or you don't have to be the top goal scorer. Those are all great things, but we want you as an individual, when you're here at Edge, to achieve the best you can do.
If any student, I think this is kind of true about all of the faculty, if a student showed the desire to succeed in any avenue, whether it was character, athletics, or academics, the teachers were there to meet them and then support them all the way through. So it took one step of the student for the teacher to swoop them up and help them succeed in whatever way they could.
So when dreams are given to us, we'll just keep pushing and pushing and doing what we can, whether it's finding you the right resources in contacts, or whatever the school can do for a student to help them achieve their excellence, whatever that might be.
I think the Edge School builds the idea that every single day that you're working on how to become a better person. And when things come up in life that are unexpected, you can handle those situations.
Never really becoming complacent, and always looking to improve is something that I was able to really kind of flourish with, starting from grade 7, moving on, and in both the growth as a hockey player, as a student, and as a person.
Taking that passion and that drive and putting it into all the aspects of your life. So Matt Brown would say, you can't just throw all of that passion into the athletic box. That passion is something that's going to drive you forward in all parts of your life.
I just think fundamentally, when kids go to school and they've got their book bag and their hockey bag, or their book bag and their golf bag, or their tap shoes, or whatever, they're excited to go. And so that energy is, it kind of, that wave takes them through their day. And so it's just this environment of people who are generally excited and optimistic about life and what they want to do.
And children tend to, if they think that their teachers think they can do something, they're going to work hard to do it.
I think one of our biggest deliverables has to do with the relationship between our athletic and academic staff, in that they are both trying to make sure that they can help facilitate what the other is doing.
At Edge, I was able to not only do all the academics I wanted, but I was also part of leadership. I was also able to do a little bit of extracurricular stuff and still be at the dance studio rehearsing competition pieces in the afternoon.
I think the passion to pursue sports really drove me to come to the Edge School and just meet new people and know that the support staff and the teachers and the faculty here would not only just take care of me on the ice, but actually off the ice too, for academics as well.
For the first time, I had people to help support not only our busy academic schedule, but our athletics as well. and being able to, you know, whether it was study hall, on the road, just, you know, teachers willing to go above and beyond with tutoring, anything like that. It really helped make the transition to high school and helped prepared me for my secondary education at University of Denver, and then moving on with life.
Some of the graduates that we've had have gone on to do amazing things that really have nothing to do with their sport. We've got teachers and lawyers and doctors and a whole variety of things. I think we even have a rocket scientist. One of our grads became a rocket scientist.
All of my teachers were like, you're not just a dancer, you're not just an athlete. Your character and your academics matter just as much.
It was really unique to be part of a program where it was just everyone's goals are aligned to, you know, play a sport and succeed and do well.
Everyone's excited about both your academics and your athletics. So, and that's a big deal, because there are a lot of parents that struggle because they watch their kid fall apart trying to do both things. And here there's a whole team trying to make sure it goes well.
I think character is at the fundamentals of what we want to achieve as educators and staff members at Edge, because we want people to be good people in the world. It's not just about being the best athlete or the most academic, smartest person going out there after Edge, but it's being a good person. Is what are you doing out there to help somebody, to help the next person, to keep that Edge character alive, because it is such an important part.
Right from grade 7, from community involvement to helping others at the school to helping the less fortunate has been a primary focus, and I've tried to take that and add it to my life as I've gone on and become a professional.
I really think that a huge part of my success is who I am as a person, and that is almost more important than what goes on stage, because a lot of people could have played the role that I played, but I think I was able to bring a certain aspect of leadership and care and love for my community around me that not everybody would.
So let me take you back to my years in Pittsburgh. So I'm working with surgeons and, you know, kind of trying to make their training program as cutting edge as possible. And we're picking from the top 3% of med students in the US. You know, so are there other criteria that would be more predictive of success in surgery than board scores and GPA at med school and those traditional markers? So I went about the task of trying to determine that. And what I found, I think, is awesome. And it's awesome for this place. And that is, with one exception, all of our real stars in that surgical training program were ex-athletes. And more often, ex-team sport athletes. You know, so they're better at working together, you know, and identifying their role and then doing it the best that they can.
For myself, going to academics, it wasn't a very easy transition. You know, you spend years and years and years playing a sport, and then you have your life changes. And I think for a lot of people, life changes all the time. You know, and when life changes, you have to kind of bite down and dig down deep in terms of knowing what the Edge School has taught you about character and perseverance and just following your passion. And that ultimately led into an easier transition for academics.
He had drive in him, he had focus in him, and he looked at one thing only. He says, I want to be an optometrist. That's the only thing I want to be. And he didn't look at anything else or look at any options, and he worked hard for it.
Character is huge, and character can ultimately, you know, win you a lot of battles in life.
I am so lucky that I have so many people who inspired me throughout my life, and I think the the biggest thing that I want to give to all of the students every time I do step foot back into the school is to inspire them to follow their dreams, is to give them a sense of worthiness. Like, why not them? Kind of as Matt Brown did for me. And I hope that I can do that through every student that I get to speak to.
So when I was there, it was a really big honor for me to speak to the class and just talk about my story with them and how my focus shifted from sports to academics because of what the Edge has really taught me.
Too many people in this day and age are seen purely by what they do with their job. They're seen purely as being a hockey player or a dentist or a lawyer, and it really is something that I've taken a lot of pride in, is in helping the community, whether it's through the military, which I have a strong passion for, through kids in school, through seeing kids in hospitals. It's something that has been a huge component of my life and something I'm very proud of, and that goes right back to my time spent at the Edge.
So at the Edge School, what I would like to do is just ensure all the kids, whether it's a forward or defenseman or goaltender, just help them increase their reaction time. Those are definitely the things that I work on in terms of whether it's using proximity sensors or touch screens or strobe lenses or prism goggles. What I really do is try to increase those muscles to maintain focus, and even work on the muscles that turn your eyes in and out, right?
We try to, let them know that, and one of the things that Chris had said when he's spoken to the students is that it's okay to play rec league hockey as an adult because he's pursuing his dream as an optometrist. And I think Edge really shows students that making it to the big time of whatever your sport is great, but there's a lot of other opportunities out there for everybody. In my mind, they're all still little kids, and it's very strange to see them grow up and be successful and do all these neat things with their lives.
We all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses, but we consistently ask of not just the kids, but everyone in the building, do everything you can to be your best. To be the best student you can be, the best athlete you can be, the best person you can be, and so we try and get behind people's dreams that way. So yeah.
There's so many people who I haven't named. I could go on forever, but just making the whole school, the whole experience something special, and hopefully we can continue to churn out some great people, not only successful, but just people who are willing to make a difference.
And I also feel like an overwhelming sense of gratitude when I step back into here, or step back into Edge, because I realize so much of who I am and why I've believed in every little dream I've ever had all started here. It all started feeling worthy enough to believe in those dreams, and I really believe I had that sense of worth and possibility from coming here. So it's really special to be back.
And that's the thing with the Edge School. When you try your best, you fail, you try again, and then if things don't work out, the Edge School has given you the tools to do whatever you want in life to succeed, right? Whether it's academics, athletics, or opening a small business, whatever it may be, the school definitely provides everyone with those tools.
So what do they learn here? They learn how to fail and then figure out how to be better. They learn how to have success, but keep that in perspective and continue to move forward. They learn how to search for ways of being better in response to adversity. So I don't care what they want to be good at. When they're done, they will have trained a skill set mentally and emotionally that a lot of kids don't have. It's going to make them, and it will make you better at anything.